Let's talk about creating more writing time. In the early stages of your writing career, so much depends on making sacrifices. For your career to build momentum, you want to produce as many quality words as possible, as fast as possible. In order to do that, you're going to need to carve out a lot of time. Unfortunately, when you're starting out, time can be a luxury that is in seriously short supply. A lot of times, you have a day job, a significant other, a family, or all of the above. You might struggle to find time to write your book, much less finish it. That's where sacrifices come in. Sometimes tough calls need to be made. As hard as it is to do, you need to create more time for yourself. If your schedule is incredibly full, you might be scratching your head right now. After all, there's only 24 hours in a day. That's not going to change. So, where is this extra writing time coming from? In a lot of instances, it's going to involve cutting into your sleep schedule or just optimizing every aspect of your day. For example, maybe you decide to wake up an hour earlier than normal, or you elect to stay up an hour later than you typically do. Maybe you do both. With those extra hours, you do writing sprints. There's another option. Instead of relaxing as you eat your lunch at work, pull out your laptop and bang out some words as you munch on your food. And let's talk about your commute. Let's say it takes you 15 minutes to get to work, or half an hour, maybe even longer. Download a dictation app on your phone and dictate some words on your commute. Another idea is to do a quick writing sprint immediately when you get home from work. Then again, maybe the best option is to turn your weekend over to one big binge writing session. There's all sorts of options at your disposal. Ultimately, you can use one of these ideas or all of them. If this sounds like a pain to you, I'm sorry. That's just the cost of doing business. And make no mistake, unless you are a hobbyist author, writing is a business. It is time to treat it like one. Now, maybe you're in a completely different boat. Perhaps you do find yourself with a large block of time every day that you can use to write. If so, that's great. Whatever the case may be for you, there's another very important factor to take into consideration. Once you have the time carved out, you want to maximize your output. Wasting time, especially when you have very little of it, can be awful. So, what's the best way to maximize your writing time? By knowing exactly what you want to write before you sit down in front of your computer. Most often, this is achieved by having a solid outline. The more detailed, the better. For you discovery writers out there, this might be the last thing that you want to hear. Maybe you live to fly by the seat of your pants. If that's the only way you can write, I'm not going to force you to outline. But I will say is that it will probably take you a lot longer to get your book done. Just keep that in mind. If you can construct a detailed outline, great. Take a look at it and try to visualize your scene before you start typing. In doing so, you'll help yourself get into the flow, allowing you to write more words during your writing session. With all that in mind, it's time to get some words down on the page. Get to work, and good luck. Now, before you go, I want to talk about a mini guide that I am giving out for free. It is called The Top Mistakes That Self-Publishers Make. You can get your copy now by clicking the link in the description of this video. Download your copy now. Don't miss out.